Imagine working only 4 hours a week and still achieving financial freedom. Sounds impossible, right? Yet this is exactly what Timothy Ferriss guides us to achieve in his best-selling book, The 4 Hour Workweek. Ferriss, a successful entrepreneur and angel investor, shares his unconventional strategies to maximize productivity while minimizing work hours. This isn't your typical business book. It's a revolutionary guide that challenges the traditional 9-to-5 work structure, introducing us to a new way of living, one that values time and experiences over money and possessions. Throughout this video, we'll be diving deep into the key concepts of the 4-hour workweek. We'll explore Ferriss's unique approach to work and life, his strategies for automating income, and his advice on how to escape the 9-5 grind. We'll also sprinkle in a dash of humor, because who said learning can't be fun? So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of the 4-hour workweek. Prepare to rethink everything you know about traditional work. The new rich is a term coined by Ferriss. They are the people who abandon the deferred life plan and create luxury lifestyles in the present using the currency of time and mobility. You might be wondering, what exactly does it mean to be part of the new rich? Well, let's dive into it. The new rich, as Ferriss defines it, refers to individuals who have shunned the traditional concept of wealth, which is often synonymous with material possessions and a fat bank account. Instead, they place greater value on time, experience, and above all, freedom. Imagine a life where you're not tethered to a 9-to-5 job, where you can choose when and where to work, and where the endless pursuit of wealth is replaced by the pursuit of experiences and personal growth. That's the life of the new rich. They don't subscribe to the deferred life plan, a societal norm that dictates we work hard now so we can retire and enjoy life later. But how does this look in practice? Let's take an example. Picture a man, let's call him John. Now, John could be working in a corporate job, earning a 6-figure salary, but he opts to work as a freelance consultant instead. He earns less, but he has the freedom to work from anywhere, be it from a beach in Bali or a cafe in Paris. He spends his free time learning new languages, exploring different cultures, and creating memories that a cubicle-bound job could never offer. John is not alone. There are many like him, choosing to redefine what wealth means. They are the digital nomads, the freelancers, the entrepreneurs, those who have chosen to step off the beaten path and carve out their own way, valuing experiences over material possessions and time over money. The new rich are those who break the chains of traditional work life, showing us that there's more to life than just earning a living. They are the embodiment of the saying, work to live, don't live to work. They are the pioneers in showing us that you can indeed have your cake and eat it too, right here, right now. The new rich are those who break the chains of traditional work life, showing us that there's more to life than just earning a living. Did you know that 80% of your outputs come from 20% of your inputs? This is known as the Pareto principle, and it's a key concept in Ferriss's book. Now, don't go scratching your head. It's simpler than it sounds. Imagine a gardener who has 100 plants. According to the Pareto principle, 20 of those plants will give 80% of the flowers. But what does this have to do with productivity or work? Let's get into that. The Pareto principle suggests that most of our results come from a small portion of our efforts. So, in work terms, it implies that a significant chunk of what we accomplish comes from a fraction of the tasks we do. The trick here, according to Ferriss, is to identify and focus on that productive 20%. So, how do we apply this to eliminate unnecessary work tasks? Well, it starts with a simple audit of your workday. List down all your tasks and then evaluate which of them actually contribute to your major outputs. You might be surprised to find that a lot of your daily tasks don't contribute much to your productivity at all. Let's consider a quick example. Say you're a content writer. You might spend time brainstorming, researching, writing, editing, and then promoting your content. Now, if you observe closely, you might notice that the actual writing and editing, which make up about 20% of your tasks, generate 80% of your output. The rest, while important, don't directly contribute to your productivity. What Ferriss suggests is to eliminate, automate, or delegate these less productive tasks. This way you can focus more on the tasks that really matter, the ones that drive your outputs. So next time you find yourself swamped with work, remember the Pareto principle. Identify your 20%, focus on it, and let go of the rest. Pareto was onto something, wasn't he? By focusing on the 20% that really matter, we can free up time and create more with less. Okay, we've talked about eliminating the unnecessary, but what about those tasks that are necessary but not necessarily the best use of your time? Enter the art of delegation and outsourcing. Now, you might be thinking, delegation, outsourcing, but I'm not a CEO. And that's where you'd be mistaken. Delegation and outsourcing are not just for top-level executives. In fact, they're crucial productivity tools that anyone can use. Think about it. There are only 24 hours in a day, and you can't possibly do everything yourself. So, why not get some help? Delegation is about recognizing that others can do certain tasks better or more efficiently than you can. For instance, if you're a content writer, you might be great at researching and writing, but not so great at graphic design for your articles. Instead of struggling with it, why not delegate it to someone who's an expert? Outsourcing, on the other hand, is about hiring external resources to handle tasks that you either don't have the time or the expertise to do. This could be anything from hiring a virtual assistant to handle your emails to using a laundry service instead of spending hours doing laundry yourself. The key is to identify which tasks you can delegate or outsource, allowing you to focus on what you do best. Remember, it's not about being a jack of all trades, but a master of few. By effectively delegating and outsourcing, you can free up valuable time, reduce stress, and increase productivity. So go ahead, delegate and outsource and watch your productivity soar. Ferriss advocates for the creation of muse businesses that generate passive income while requiring minimal effort. Now you might be thinking, what on earth is a muse business? Well, let's dive into that. A muse business, as Ferriss coins it, is a low-maintenance business that generates significant income without consuming your life. This is not about creating a massive multinational corporation that keeps you up at night. Instead, it's about creating a source of income that gives you the freedom to live the lifestyle you desire. Think of it as a golden goose that lays golden eggs. You feed it, take care of it, and in return, it lays these beautiful eggs, your passive income. The key here is to spend time setting up your golden goose, your muse business, and let it do the hard work for you. So what could a muse business look like? Well, it could be anything from an online store selling digital products to a blog that generates income through affiliate marketing. The beauty of a muse business is that it can be anything you want it to be, as long as it adheres to the principle of minimal effort for maximum return. For instance, let's consider an online course. You spend a few weeks, maybe even months, creating a comprehensive course. Once it's set up and running, it's out there in the digital sphere, available for anyone to purchase and learn from at any time. Your effort is front-loaded, and once it's done, it can generate income passively. Or take a blog. You write about something you're passionate about, build up an audience, and then monetize it through affiliate links or ads. Again, after the initial effort of setting up and growing the blog, it can continue to earn money with minimal upkeep. With a well-chosen and well-designed muse, you can earn money while you sleep. Now that's smart working. After all, who wouldn't want a golden goose laying golden eggs while they're off living their best life? The traditional 9-to-5 work schedule? Ferriss argues it's outdated and unnecessary. You see, our society has conditioned us to believe that working 5 grueling days a week is the only path to success. But Timothy Ferriss, in his book, The 4 Hour Workweek, challenges this notion. He introduces us to the concept of time wealth, a term that might sound alien to many of us. Time wealth isn't about having loads of free time to laze around. No, it's about having the flexibility to do the things you love when you want to do them. Ferriss believes that time wealth is as valuable, if not more, than financial wealth. He suggests that we need to shift our focus from making a living to making a life. But how do we achieve this holy grail of time wealth? Well, Ferriss offers two practical strategies: negotiating remote work and creating a lifestyle business. Negotiating remote work might seem daunting to some, but Ferriss provides a step-by-step guide on how to convince your boss. He suggests starting small, showing your productivity isn't tied to your office chair, and gradually increasing your remote work days. Creating a lifestyle business, on the other hand, is about building a business that serves your life goals rather than the other way around. It involves identifying a niche, outsourcing tasks, and automating operations as much as possible. The goal here isn't to become a millionaire, but to create a source of income that allows you to live the life you want. In essence, Ferriss is encouraging us to question the status quo, to challenge the traditional definitions of success. He's asking us to imagine a life where we aren't trading our precious time for a paycheck. A life where we have the freedom to pursue our passions, to spend time with our loved ones, and to enjoy the simple pleasures. Who says you need to be chained to a desk from 9 to 5? It's time to liberate yourself. So we've traveled through the principles of the 4-hour workweek, but what are the key takeaways? Well, let's wind back the clock and revisit the concepts we've explored. In Chapter 1, we learned about the new rich, a new class of people who value time over money. They are the ones who have realized that dollars per hour is not the only way to measure wealth. Remember, wealth is not just about having a fat bank account. It's about having the time and freedom to do what you love. Next, in Chapter 2, we discovered the power of elimination. The key takeaway here is to focus on the productive tasks and eliminate the unnecessary ones. It's not about being busy all the time. It's about being productive. So, stop glorifying busy and start being efficient. Moving on to Chapter 3, we delved into the concept of automating income. The goal here is to create systems that can generate income with minimal effort. This could be anything from starting an online business, investing in stocks, or even writing a book. The idea is to let your money work for you, not the other way around. Finally, in Chapter 4, we discussed liberating yourself from the traditional 9-5 grind. Remember, you don't have to be chained to your desk to be successful. With the right mindset and strategies, you can work from anywhere at any time. The world is your office. In a nutshell, the 4-hour workweek is about redefining success. It's about breaking free from the shackles of traditional work culture and embracing a lifestyle of freedom and flexibility. It's about working smarter, not harder. Remember, the goal isn't just to work less. It's to make your work serve you instead of the other way around. So, are you ready to join the new rich? The 4-hour workweek isn't just a book. It's a revolution in the way we think about work and life. It's a call to question the preset norms of the 9-to-5 grind and explore the possibilities of a life where work serves you and not the other way around. This book, with its groundbreaking ideas and practical steps, has the potential to change your life dramatically. It's not just about reducing your work week to 4 hours. It's about maximizing productivity, eliminating the unnecessary, and creating a lifestyle of freedom and flexibility. It's about living more and working less. We've only scratched the surface today. There's so much more to learn, to understand, and to implement, so I encourage you all to pick up a copy, dive in, and let Timothy Ferriss guide you to a life less ordinary. The 4-hour workweek might seem like a dream, but with the right approach, it can become your reality. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to redefine work and start living your dream life. All right, that's it for our deep dive into the 4-hour workweek. But the conversation doesn't have to end here. We're curious to know what you think about this revolutionary approach to work and life. Have you read the book? Have you tried implementing any of Ferriss's strategies? What has been your experience? And even if you haven't read the book, what are your thoughts on the ideas we've discussed today? Do you believe it's possible to live more and work less? Also, we're always on the lookout for new books or topics to cover in these videos. If there's a book you'd love us to delve into or a topic you'd like us to discuss, please let us know in the comments below. Your input is invaluable in helping us create content that you find interesting and informative. So don't forget to comment below and share your thoughts. We're excited to read your views, experiences, and suggestions. Remember, this community is a space for learning and growing together. and your contribution is an important part of that. Until next time, keep challenging the status quo and living life on your own terms.